This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. I'm sure some of you have heard of this thing. It is called the vampire facial. We've seen Kim Kardashian and other celebrities doing it, where they use their own blood as a facial mask. Absolutely sickening, disturbing things. But it gets even sicker. Not to anyone's surprise that this world just continues to flush itself down its own septic tank. We see a new face cream that costs $1,000. It is a blood face cream. Okay? This is all part of how witches and Satanists operate. Now, falls right into predictive programming as well. I've talked a lot about the show American Horror Story, and a lot of the things they do on that show are used as predictive programming. We've seen that done over and over again. On the American Horror Story, The Coven, Kathy Bates' character, the show, of course, is about a bunch of witches that season. Kathy Bates' character murders slaves for their blood so she can use the blood on her face as a facial mask, because the witches and the occultists believe that by using blood on their own face, that it makes them look younger. It's like an anti-aging type of thing where they look younger, they feel younger, their wrinkles go. Just some worthless, pointless nonsense. Well, now, as they've slowly been indoctrinating people to get vampire facials, like Kim Kardashian, by using people like her and pumping it out saying, ooh, the vampire facial. Now they're pushing an at-home blood cream known as MC1 blood cream. And this pathetic article from E! News talks about this as if it's a wonderful thing for people to be getting blood creams for $1,000. The absurdity of spending $1,000 on a blood cream is beside the point. But just the fact that people are willing to do that shows you just how mental our society is. $1,000 for a facial cream that is supposedly made of blood. But E! is pushing it like it's wonderful to rub the blood on your own face. $1,000 for a jar. It's a bit pricey, but it's a completely new idea, they say. It's the same concept used by Kim Kardashian's headline-making vampire facial, in which your own blood is extracted and then infused back into your face for maximum anti-aging benefits. Right, just like I said, just like the show The Coven, American Horror Story, where Kathy Bates' character is a witch, putting the blood on her face as if it's a facial cream. Now they're selling this in stores. It says the MC1 cream is basically an at-home version of the famed facial. It's also nearly impossible to get a jar for yourself unless you're a celebrity or a beauty editor. I wonder why. Because all these witches and Satanists who are celebrities need their blood cream, so it's sold to them exclusively. It says essentially it takes the same curative proteins from your blood and fuses them with a face cream. The blood gets processed in a lab where it's spun in a centrifuge to separate red blood cells and plasma, which contain healing properties to the human body. The plasma is then mixed into the cream. By adding the final product topically to the skin, anti-aging benefits are eminent. Most notable rewards are reduced inflammation, collagen stimulation, reduced redness and acne clearing benefits, aka better overall skin texture. And you see them holding this up here. I mean, think about how ridiculous this is. You're probably going to have people killing animals so they can use the blood and rub it. I mean, it's unbelievable. But think about the mental illness that our society suffers from. This obsession with how they look and what they're wearing and anti-aging and wrinkles. You know, you see these women who are 60 years old who have Botox. They think that they look better looking by getting Botox and all this stuff, and they look like aliens walking around. They don't have any self-awareness and realize that they look like reptiles because the television and stuff and all the celebrities on TV, the housewives and all of them push that. Oh, you're 50, but you feel like you're 20. So get Botox and do all this stuff to your face because it's all meaningless. It's all a worthless waste of time. Reduced inflammation, collagen stimulation. Who cares? Collagen stimulation? How about you wash your face with some water, okay? Maybe eat some vegetables and some fruit, add that into your diet, and you might have better skin. What a complete joke. And I tell you this, I will tell you, kids out there are going to go along and buy stuff like this when it becomes mainstream. Because right now it might be $1,000 a jar. The next thing you know, all the beauty products in the store are going to contain blood. Some of them probably already do, and semen and other stuff, I guarantee it. So what's next? What are people going to be rubbing feces on their face? If somebody comes out on TV and says, hey, I found out that feces is anti-aging, so why don't we all just take a crap in a bucket and then rub it on our faces? And people will go, well, I mean, if it's going to help my skin, I want to look good. Huh? What is going on in this world? The doctor who invented this, Dr. Sturm, is the one who is pumping this product and pushing it. And soon this will be mainstream. But the person who wrote the article for E, who got this done, who put the blood on their face, they said, somebody came up to them and said, what are you doing with your skin? Something about the texture is different. Honestly, it's never looked better, noted a coworker. I think it's the blood cream, was my honest response. Filth, 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 and more filth. This is all, like I say over and over, all of this stuff is done. It's an indoctrination into the occult, into Satanism. These are the things that they do. And they do eat feces, and they do rub feces on themselves and do all that stuff. So don't be surprised when that comes into the mainstream too. But they're easing this in right now. They're going, well, we've already seen the vampire facial, so it's not a big deal, right? That's how they introduce stuff. It's the vampire facial with Kim Kardashian. People go, but then they go, oh, but she's so beautiful. Oh, her skin's so amazing. That's her secret. So then people are on board. Once the shock effect wears off, when people first heard it, they thought it was insane. Then the shock effect wears down, and people are, oh, well, it's normal now. I mean, it's not a big deal. Kim Kardashian's been doing it for years. Absolutely unbelievable. So this is pushed into the mainstream now. I'm sure you'll be seeing it in your local stores soon. I know people out there are still getting the vampire facial. People take pictures if you look it up and post it on their Facebook and stuff like that. If you just Google image it, it's absolutely sickening. Hey, look at me, I'm covered in blood, getting a facial done. Anyone know a local psych ward to get these people committed? Absolute buffoonery is what we live in. These people are absolutely sick. It's amazing to me that no women out there are stopping going, yeah, this is going a little too far. Do people care that much about their skin complexion that they want to rub blood on their face? Noted, MC1 cream is somebody else's blood. For anyone out there, if you're interested in rubbing someone else's blood on your own face, I mean, it's absolutely ludicrous. I'll leave the link up below if you want to make yourself sick and check it out for yourself. The $1,000 blood face cream, the next vampire facial. Give me a break. And of course, garbage like E! News would push something like this out there because the whole channel is nothing but idol worship garbage. That's the entire premises of the channel. Celebrity gossip stories and pushing blood creams and all. And people watch it. Fashion reviews on the runway. People don't have anything better to do with their time. I'd rather bang my head against concrete. But it's only a matter of time before we see not just Kim Kardashian. We'll see musicians start pushing it. We'll see Lady Gaga probably wearing it, gagaing with it on. I'm sure we'll see men wearing it as well, because we live in a world now where when you go on YouTube and you click trending, all you see are men putting on makeup and doing makeup tutorials. That's the world we live in now, folks. We have women who are okay with putting other people's blood on their face if it means that their skin is going to look a little bit better, as if anyone notices or cares. But they'll do that. They're willing to if it means that they can look better. This is the mindset of our world. This is how sick our world is becoming. Day by day, it gets sicker and sicker. All of this stuff that's done in darkness, all of these rituals they do in darkness, like the Bible tells us, is all coming to light. It is all being pushed out into the mainstream. And people are going to go along with this stuff because they are under such heavy mind control that they don't even realize the things they're doing. If you time traveled back 30 years and you told somebody, or just say you went back to 100 years, you were in Little House on the Prairie, you were at Walnut Grove, and you walked into town and you were telling people to smear blood on their face because it's good for anti-aging. They probably would lock you up for the rest of your life, if not hang you, because it is mentally sick, the crap that's going on. And unfortunately, the children out there are the ones that are being brainwashed, because it's all about who are you wearing? Men are the same way now. Men are more interested in what they wear. Back in my day, you would have got beat up the way some of these guys dress. Tight jeans, they look like they're wearing wrestling spandex. You know, guys are more into grooming themselves and gelling. I mean, this is the world that we live in. So the face cream, the blood face cream, which is now available and out there, soon men will be wearing it too, and women as well, because everybody cares about their skin and how it looks, not realizing, because they have no self-awareness, that nobody else out there can tell or cares about somebody's texture and moist. I mean, it is unbelievable. The world is so vain and so obsessed with looks, you know, self-promotion with Facebook and all this stuff. And, ooh, look at me, I'm doing. I mean, people are posting pictures of themselves doing vampire facials. I mean, you know how insane that is? You know how insane it is to read an article that people are actually interested in putting on a face cream of someone else's blood and smearing it on their face, and they don't realize that it's a satanic ritual that they're doing? It's unbelievable. This world has gone completely insane. There's no other way to put it. People are losing their minds. They are going along with some of the most ridiculous things we've ever seen. We see people accepting of the trans agenda, the bathrooms where they, you know, oh, it's such a big deal. Oh, we should let men go crap in the women's room. People, oh, how could you not let them do what they want? How? Because they're not a man isn't supposed to go to the bathroom in a woman's room for lots of reasons. But everybody's going along with the do what thou wilt. Nobody wants to believe they're being indoctrinated with Satanism and the occult. Nobody seems to care. They're just me, now. It's absolutely sickening. I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.